Hey yo, 313. It's Mike Dominguez coming at you. You know, the bad guy. How you doing today, guys? Of course, my name is Mike Dominguez. 313 Airbrushing, a little sit rep for the week. So basically what's going on today is it's say hello to the bad guy day. The reason I say that is I'm doing my latest picture here. So my buddy Snake, he's swinging and getting shot at. That's what he does best. And it's also just being himself. And sometimes when you're just being yourself, you seem to be seen as the bad guy. I'm not exactly sure why that is. I'm not really sure why it's going to be that way, and I really don't care at this point. Basically, all I'm just letting you know is that sometimes you just got to embrace it. You just got to say that's who I am, that's how it is, and that's where it's going to be. And that's what I've had to do. I'm doing this Airbrushing for Autism thing, and painting all the pictures, doing all the scans, going to all the shows. And the funny thing is, when I stand there, smile and all, I'll be, hi, how's it going, and shaking hands and kissing babies and whatnot. But strangely enough, sometimes if people just don't show up. They'll walk by the booth, look at what I have to offer, and look at me and keep on walking. But strangely enough, there's a couple of times I've had to leave the booth to, wander off and take care of something real quick. And I'll leave. I have one of the ladies next to me, these craft shows, and hey, can you do me a favor, watch my booth for a minute? I'll be right back. And I've come back, and I've seen the same people that have walked by my booth, actually now at my booth, looking at my artwork and talking about what's going on. And I always found that quite interesting and strange. I'll wait until after the person has left, and gotten the information, and I'll go up and I'll talk to the lady who was in my booth. And usually lots of times I'll get the same answer that they came up and they thought that she was the artist, and they were really amazed at all the good work. And when it was pointed out that no, I was actually the artist doing all this crafts and whatnot, people were kind of put off, like, him? Really? And that's also happened to me at work as well. I'll tell people that I'm doing the Airbrushing for Autism thing because I'm trying to do my best to raise money and awareness for autism. And people who have been touched by that. And they kind of, once again, go, really? You? And that's just the way it is. People like to see me as the bad guy, and it's been that way since I was a kid. The bad guy when I was messing up the bell curve, because lots of times when I was growing up, the kids in the same class as me had just resigned themselves that they're going to be a 9 to 5, not think too much, just barely get by. We all live in the hood, we all live in the ghetto, and that's where we're going to grow up and we're going to stay. And I never thought that way. I didn't want to stay there. I knew there had to be better somewhere else. I've seen better somewhere else. Every time I'd go trick-or-treating and I'd end up in the rich neighborhoods where they had the bigger candy bars, they would kind of tell me, hey, if you have enough to give away candy bars this big, maybe you have enough to earn enough to give away candy bars this big. So how do you get yourself there? You work hard, you be that person who's always there, and you make it happen. So I made it a point that that's who I was, and as I'm doing these paintings right here, my daughter pointed out, she's like, a lot of your heroes, Dad, seem to be the quote-unquote bad guys. And I'm like, well, they're not so much the bad guys, they're just the guys that are willing to get things done when the chips are down and you have to make things happen. And that's, grew up that way, seeing these people and realizing that that's who I wanted to be. I want to be that guy that's ready for something when it happens. And if that makes me the bad guy, well, so be it. My friends and family, they know I have a big heart and I actually care and I love a lot, so, and just to say I've always been the nicest of people, no, I can go so far as to say, no, I've not always been a nice guy. So, but I figure, you got guys like me that people want to judge as being the bad guys, well, that makes it easier for the 6'4", blonde hair, blue-eyed guys to look that much more like the good guys. And everybody wants us to rally around them, and that's just fine by me. I'll still be in myself. I always remember that, I can't do anything about my reputation. All I can take care of is my character. So out of all the people who may see this video, you know what? The reputation's going to be whatever you think of it. But I can tell you right now, the character is going to be the same person that you see every single week in, week out, and that's going to be me. Who am I? I'm Mike Dominguez, and I have a thing called Airbrushing for Autism, and I'm trying to raise awareness and do what I can by these peace of minds to pass on a little bit of information and knowledge that I've garnered while I've been in this wonderful world for the years that I have. So, that being the case, once again, that's what I have going on 313 Airbrushing. I have my painting of Snake over here in the corner. I have my painting of my buddy Nick. He's getting ready to go down and get scanned, so I'll be able to have prints made up for that one as well. But in the meantime, you guys just keep being yourself, and whenever you're at a show and you happen to see me there, by all means, say hello to the bad guy, because I'll be there with a smile and ready to listen to you and want to open up and tell you why I'm trying to do what I'm trying to do to help out all these wonderful people. Alright, you just keep on showing them Colgate. Have a great week, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.